Morning everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day. Today we're going to be using Seaforth Spiced. There we go. This is Spearhead, Spearhead shaving. There we go. Artisan shaving soap. There you go. It's basically Old Spice with a slight different variant on it. It's mostly how do you say, kind of a more cinnamon forward. That's how I feel about it. It's like you think about normal Old Spice scent, and it's got kind of you can smell the carnation and the spices in it, but this this has cedar, but this is more like cinnamon. It's like, you ever had a Fireball or something of that nature? Yeah, that's kind of like how I feel about it. All right, so we got the second use, the Astra blades with the Gillette King C Gillette razor. Grab the wrong. There we go. That packet's the open one. Yeah. I grabbed a whole bunch of packets of my Astras the other day, and it's like restock. Got to restock the Astras. I go through those. It's like those are my ones I use the most. And obviously we're going to follow up with some Old Spice. I could use the original, but this is more closer to what I'm smelling. This the Sterling Spice. That's the one that seems to be closer to the old style of Old Spice. This is more, well, this is a variation of it. I just put it that way. It's not bad. But of the ones that I've tried, it's like I got the Sterling one, I got this one, I got the PAA one. There any other in the collection here? It's like might be one more, but it's the one that it's closer to the original, but not quite. But when I'm smelling this, it's like almost like I'm gonna go into some big red chewing gum, or like one of those Fireball candies or whatever you want to call them that you have. Kind of like how it smells to me. They're supposed to be what? I know there's carnation in here. Let's see, mandarin. I don't really smell. It's like the cinnamon really burns the mandarin out of it. So we got carnation, cinnamon, clove, cardamom. That's one thing I smell is cardamom. Yeah, tonka and vanilla. Vanilla is pretty weak. I just put it that way. So, how's your day going? Not bad here. There is an affiliate link down below to the razor company in case you need anything from the razor company. You just click on it and order something, and the money goes towards the giveaway fund. So. Not much going on around here is new. Started watching a few new shows in the evenings after my wife goes to bed. Started watching, I watched Tulsa King recently, finished that. There was only 10 episodes in that season, I think it was, for season 2. Wife and I watched season 1, and she was like, oh, season 2 dropped, and I think it was back in November it dropped. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. And I asked her, I was like, you want to watch that? And she was like, nah, not really. Not interested. Didn't care for it. I'm like, okay. Same thing, it's like, same guy that did like Yellowstone and everything. He's the one that produced that one or wrote it or whatever. Not really call a great show. It's not bad. I like it. It's got Sylvester Stallone in it as a guy that spent 25 years in prison, federal prison, for something he didn't do. Even though he probably deserved to be in prison for a lot of things he did do, just didn't get caught on it. Let's put it that way. He's they call him the general for, running the family, helping run the family's business in New York. So he gets out of prison and they exile him to Tulsa. It's like, yeah, we're gonna send you to Tulsa and just go over there and kind of retire, kind of thing. Well, he retires by creating his own little empire. Season 2 is about going to war with several different groups because his empire is banging heads up against the Kansas City organization, the mob, and a guy that's a weed grower in Oklahoma. Lots of stuff entailed with that. It was a good show. I watch an episode a night type of thing when I can. I started it in the first part I guess it had been mid-December. And I finished it right after the New Year's type of thing. It's like I wouldn't watch an episode every night. But, a couple times, once a week or so. Sometimes two. I'm not I don't like binge watching. I enjoy watching a show, watch an episode and digest it and just see how it goes. There's a lot of people who will just like, oh, I watched the entire season in 2 days. And like, okay. I don't find that enjoyable at all. I'm just old school. I don't know about you guys. Here comes the heat. Open the vent, or else it'll be whistling. And that's kind of how I am. My wife, she's kind of a binger. She'll like want her some of her series that she likes to watch on the Hallmark Channel or wherever. I think it's Hallmark. Maybe there's some or not. I don't know. That kind of soap opera-y for her. She likes watching. But she didn't care much for the first season. It's the same thing as like we watched that show Linus, which sucks. That show's terrible. It's bad when you're watching the main character in the show and you're hoping that she dies. Like, just freaking shoot her. Just put her out of my misery. God, it's horrible. I don't think I'll ever watch another season of that if they bring it out. That's how bad it is. The best part of season 2 is she starts screaming at one of the guys and operators in a different, just like multiple groups, and his guy runs his own group. She's screaming at him and is like getting abusive with him, and he just up and lays her out. Like, yeah, shut her up, God. Oh man. Well, the guy doing the same thing, I wouldn't have a problem with him getting laid out and just shut the hell up. It's like when I was in the military, you have a few people like that, and all they do is yell at you, yell and scream, and you just want to put them down. Like, that's not being a leader. Yeah, you can yell every once in a while, but I reserve the yelling for the battlefield when you have to yell over the sound. But it's like, let them know your disapproval in a nice, calm way. I don't fucking care. You're gonna, you really displeased me. But, yeah, as my wife says, I always have that look. I can look at somebody and it's like, okay, I'm being quiet now. Like, you're in the grocery store and some kid's just in there, and you look at him, go, give him the look, and then it's like, okay, you're scaring me. I don't know how I do it, but I just do it. I picked it up from my dad. So that show, terrible. They're absolutely terrible. We watched, what was it? Landman. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I like that. The only thing is that my wife and I both agree, and all my brothers, we talked about it, is that what is the purpose of his ex-wife in this show and his daughter, other than to be idiotic airheads? It's like, yeah, it's, oh, she's cute, she's got a nice hot ass, but there's more to life than just a piece of ass, you know. Like, it's like when you're first start dating somebody or going out with them or just meeting them in the bar or whatever it was back in the day, like, oh yeah, they're hot, and then you spend a few minutes talking with them and they're like, and they're like, no, swipe, no, gone. No. You're basically good enough for a one-night stand. That's about it. Other than that, no. No. When you got the intelligence of a pissant, no, I don't think so. But yeah. Oh, I started watching that show, Mayor of Kingstown. Is that Jeremy Renner in it? It's interesting, but it's, the whole premise of this is that Jeremy Renner's character is the one that helps run. There's like, it takes place in Michigan and a bunch of prisons, and he is the go-to between the police, the prison guards, and the inmates, the criminal organizations. And he helps keep the peace because he's the mayor of Kingstown. He's not the actual mayor, he's the mayor of the system. And it kind of shows, you know, Chuck from Chuck Shaving Channel probably could have testified to some of this because he was a prison guard. But shows basically how the guard system, there's a multi-tier system. There's in this show, you know, you got regular guards that are toe the line, you know, they actually, you know, not really criminal type guards. They just, it's just a job, just doing the job, keeping the peace, keeping the people in line, not being a dickhead or something, but just going through the motions. Then you got the other ones that are kind of one toe in the criminal organization. And then there's those that are the criminals that are wearing the uniform that help move the product into the prisons. Because like my next door neighbor was saying, yeah, you see more drugs in prison you do outside the system. Outside, I'm like, yeah. He said, the guards bring it in. And it just kind of shows, that shows like, yeah, this is how the system works. That's how they get the drugs in. But yeah. Huh. Nose is starting to stuff up. I started watching that. I'm starting to slow down a bit on that show. I like watching a show about every night. And then I'm starting to slow down on it because it's getting kind of monotonous in some ways. When you start watching the same thing over. Like every episode is like solving one problem after another, but it's always the same problem. Eventually, I'm about done with season 1. I got like 2 episodes of it, so I'll keep you abreast of that one. See what that's like. But might be worth watching. I'd say Tulsa King is kind of an interesting show to watch. Landman isn't too bad if you can just get by the annoying bimbo broads. Skip Lioness. That is not worth the episode. My opinion, not worth the time of day. Let's see what else we've been watching. And we got that show Tracker we watch. Okay. Waterlife likes it. I think she likes it more because of the eye candy bit. Let's see, I think we're done. Yeah, right there. Now we're done. All right. Whew. Not a bad soap. It got slickness to it, which is good. I like it. I like the base of it. Just wish there wasn't so much cinnamon in it. All right, let's do this one. A little bit of Old Spice. This is the new stuff. Yeah, definitely tell the difference already. A bit of tingling right here. Not bad. Definitely cedar and orange, kind of mandarin. Definitely can smell it now. There's supposed to be mandarin in that soap, but definitely stronger in this stuff. Kind of, yeah. Definitely like the cedar though, coming across on that. Good stuff. Not bad soap though. Alright, so Shave a Day, everybody, was brought to you by Spearhead Seaforth Spice. Not bad. It gets the job done. I like it. And then we had the second use of the Astra blades with the King C Gillette razor. Works pretty good. Nice little combo. And that's the shave of the day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like it and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.